Sorry about the buzzing sound, guys. We'll try to figure that out. How's the audio? Test. Sorry about the buzzing sound. Okay, guys. Good. All right, so we got that figured out. Our mic does not work, I guess. That's weird. How's the audio? Test. All right, turn that off. I don't want to hear an echo. All right, so we got that figured out, guys. So we can start with the shock shaft, actually. Here, let me put the nut on the back really quick. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Looks like RC Overhaul is in the live stream. How's it going? Just doing some wrenching today. We haven't done a live stream in quite some time. We would like to do them more, but it's a long process. Plus, the quality isn't that good because we don't have 1,000 subscribers. But it's fun to interact with you guys. Just hit the camera. All right, there we go. The quality looks a lot better than last time. It's not like super dark. So we got the nut on, so we're gonna start taking the shocks off on him. Tool set. Just put it in the middle. You have to hold this. There's a knot on the back. So we have the shock, and here you guys can really see how bent the shock shaft is. That's crazy. It's bent so much, it just sticks. Yeah, that's pretty bent. It's just sticking. Surprised we haven't noticed that earlier. We just noticed it like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, so let's pop the shock shaft off, or shock cap off. Josh, you can grab some paper towels. 4C Perfect is in the live stream, and we are working on our Stampede VXL. It has a bent shock shaft, as you just saw. And we are also trying to clean it up a little bit, make sure everything is functioning properly. And we also have to fix this little wiggle that the rear arms have. Because that's like really poor geometry. Really, really bad. All right, so we got the rod end off. Just gonna set that aside for now. Now we're gonna try to get this shock shaft off, but this does not want to come out because it's just so bent. Probably just bend it again. Like bend it in 2 spots. We got it. There's a lot of oil though. Yeah, that oil is really dirty too. Oh, okay, that's nice. More paper towels? Yeah. This is becoming a mess. Got oil all over the place. I think we got it cleaned off for the most part. Alright, so we're going to take the new shock shaft and just slide it through. Just like that. Looks much better than that old shock shaft. Then we're just gonna screw the bottom back on. And we're gonna have to fill it with some oil. Josh, what weight do you think?
What weight did you have in before?
I think it was 35 weight, I believe.
Well, this is 30. Oh no, this is 40.
Alright, so we'll go with some 40 weight shock oil.
Because the other one that I have is 50, and we can't use stiff oil because that's just silly.
First, let's put this rod end on.
I'm going to start working on the wobble in the back.
Alright, so we got the rod end on. Now we're going to fill it with some oil. About halfway.
You want to make sure you get all the...
Oh, that was a little bit more than halfway, but...
It's more like just a little bit to the top, and then you want to pump the piston a little bit, and then fill it up the rest of the way. Pump it a little bit more, and then you want to let all the bubbles escape. And you can do that by blowing on it. That's what I do sometimes. And it seems to work pretty well.
So we're just going to let this sit for a little bit right there. And then we can go ahead and reinstall everything back on. Josh, do you want to hand the garbage over?
Yeah. Guys, this is also a question and answer. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
More paper towels. Paper towels, please. Kind of making a mess with all the shock oil.
I've been working with a lot of oil lately, like WD-40, diff oil, shock oil. It's like, oh my god. Like everything feels so greasy after you work with oil.
And everything sticks to the oil.
Yeah.
So this is our Stampede VXL 2-wheel drive. And it does have a lot of upgrades, actually. It's really the only things that aren't upgraded.
Looks like the arms aren't upgraded. Yeah. I mean, technically the shocks are the same, like the bodies and the shock shaft, but the shock bodies are black, so to our minds that's an upgrade because it looks a lot better than the gray ones. It's still a stock chassis, but that's black, so again, it looks a lot better. I guess like the front brace right here, that's stock. The bulkhead, but we dyed that. Turnbuckles.
Yeah, so this thing does
wheelie bar.
This thing does have a lot of upgrades that have gone into it.
Yeah.
So this has been sitting for a few minutes now. Let's just make sure it's all good. And then we're gonna make sure the bladder is all clean. Got paper towels. Yep.
It looks like Brian Ritchie and Susan Beal are watching.
So we're just gonna push the bladder down. And then reinstall the blue aluminum shock cap.
Yeah, the audio sounds a lot better.
Yeah, that was kind of bad.
I don't know why it sounded so bad before.
There was like this buzzing sound.
No, from the last live stream where I used a Chromebook.
Alright, so that's much better, guys. You can see that it rebounds pretty decent, actually.
Taking off the wheelie bar right now.
Alright, so we got this whole shock back assembled. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this back onto the car after Josh is done working on that, of course. Let's check the comment section real quick. Addie Rose said, "You guys are such an inspiration. I can't believe I'm watching a live stream. Please give me a shout out." All right, so shout out to Addie Rose. She also. All right. Okay then.
Kind of creepy, but whatever. All right, so the wheelie bar is off. I'm just gonna set that off to the side so it's out of our way.
What are you doing with the wheelie bar?
I just set it off to the side. I don't even know if I had to remove that, honestly. No, I didn't even have to remove it.
Are you fixing the nuts?
Oh wait, we don't even have any of the nuts.
Yeah, we do. I saw you.
Real. Yeah, I don't have them. Yeah, we don't have any of the nuts to fix the wobbling in the back, so we're gonna have to put them on at a later date.
All right. Where is the screw for the shock? Oh, here it is.
Like we said before, guys, feel free to ask any questions. If you have any questions about our TRX for Sport build series that we have, or our SCX10 build series, those are some of the series that we have going on right now.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and slide this on. I'm gonna need that after you. Looks like Red River Overlanding commented, "What servo is that?" This is a Savox waterproof servo.
It says it on the side.
Does it really?
It is a SW031MG.
So this servo is an upgrade from the stock 2075 servo, I believe, that we had in here.
Yeah.
So it definitely gives us a lot more steering torque, and we haven't had any problems with it. We know that the stock problems that we were having with the stock servo was that it was having trouble turning the big 2.8 Badlands that we have right here. So that's why we decided to upgrade to the Savox.
And one thing that I see as a downside for that servo is that if you go to take it apart to do like maintenance or something, like for example, you break a gear in it, which I highly doubt because they are metal, which is a plus. But when you go to take it apart, the seal inside is actually really hard to like get situated so that the servo is actually waterproof. And we have actually had this happen very recently on one of our slashes, and we took that apart to do some maintenance on it, and the seal was like completely off of where it's supposed to be to keep the servo waterproof, and we actually ruined that servo. So gotta be careful.
Here, you wanna screw that in while I hold the nut?
Sure.
Alright, so we got the shock all fixed up. That seems a lot smoother than before. You know, I'm actually going to remove the shock spacer from the other side because I think it's better suspension without the shock spacers. And I'm also going to remove them from the rear.
Yeah, it's really tight right now.
That makes it so much better, guys.
Both of them from the back?
Yeah, just remove both of them. Alright, so now that we got all the shock spacers off, what else do we have to work on? We just have to fix that.
Yeah, but we can't fix that right now.
We just work on cleaning it up right now.
Here, I could get you another brush.
This is also missing a screw, so.
Oh, and this one's popping out.
Alright, I'll get that.
Do you want me to find another screw for that one spot?
Yeah.
Try this one.
Alright.
Here's a brush.
So we're just kind of tightening everything up on this car. We're going to clean it up and make sure it's performing at its highest level. So we're probably going to WD-40 this tonight. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Alright, so the wheelie bar is all tightened up, and we do have the RPM wheelie bar mount. So that's all secured. Alright. Get the brush and start cleaning some of it up. I'm going to take this wheelie bar wheel off and clean this off. This is very dirty, actually. Alright, this is a very long shoulder screw. I've actually never taken these wheelie bar wheels off. Yeah, it's a long shoulder screw actually.
Here, I'll take the other one off. And I don't need to take it off actually.
It's gonna be difficult.
Just scrape it off.
Yeah.
Looks like RC Overhaul said, "What is the best upgrade for the Stampede? I have one and seem to always break drive shafts." Well, the drive shafts that we have on this Stampede are the Techno M6 ones, and they seem to be very durable. We've never had any problems with them. However, if you have RPM arms on your Stampede, then sometimes it's probably very easy for the drive shaft to pop out of the drive cup. But if you're not bashing too hard, then really it's no big deal. And Techno recommends that you don't use these drive shafts with the RPM arms because RPM arms are more flexible. But really, to our minds, it doesn't really matter because it's a quick fix anyways.
Don't we have the combination of the M6 drive shafts and the RPM arms on our Slash?
Yeah. On this Stampede, we have the stock arms.
So this is the Slash with the Techno drive shafts and also the RPM arms.
Yeah, that thing is like completely upgraded. Almost every single part. If we finish all this early, do you want to install something onto the TRX4?
You don't want to make a video on that for the upgrade series?
Well, I do, but I'm not going to go into detail about it because I'm just going to...
Alright, yeah, but let's get this all...
Yeah, we'll get all this stuff first.
Cleaned up and then WD-40. Alright, so we got that extremely long shoulder screw in. So, heavy yellow brush. So to clean these, we are using toothbrushes. And toothbrushes actually work great because they're able to get into all the smaller spaces that larger brushes would not be able to.
Let's start doing some WD-40. We can just spray WD-40 on like the bearings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be using regular WD-40. We're going to be using the water-resistant silicone lubricant. And we like this better for bearings because it lubricates the bearings a little bit, and it also acts like WD-40 because it's water-resistant. If you just use plain old WD-40, then it won't lubricate them. It will only displace the water. This does both. So it's like heavy-duty WD-40, basically.
And this is the STRC aluminum battery strap.
All right, so all the bearings are lubricated.
So I think this is done. Looks like we can start on that TRX4 mod that you wanted to start on. So I'll get this out of the way.
Let's clean up some of this stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
4C Perfect said Stampede two-wheel drive or Slash two-wheel drive. Really, it comes down to what terrain you have. And we'll get more in depth once we finish cleaning some of this stuff up. And here's our TRX4 Sport.
Oops. Oh, camera.
Yeah, one benefit to the Stampede is that it does have bigger tires. So if you live somewhere with rougher terrain, then the Stampede will probably be a better option. But the Slash is probably more fun for like high speed stuff.
And we did just go ahead and install that
2-inch light bar.
Yeah, and also the
Ridgeline front bumper.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, these are awesome, guys. We love these light bars, and this bumper with the winch on top, so much better than the stock one. And I will get the stock one to show you guys. Yeah, big difference. Plus the Ridgeline one is a lot more clearance. And right now we are going to start installing a Proline Universal Light Kit. So let's go ahead and open it up. And here's the part number if you're interested, if you guys can see it. There we go. And Proline Racing sent us this light kit, so thank you so much to them.
We actually did go ahead and install one of these light kits in our deadbolt body, or not our deadbolt body, our Ford Bronco body for the Axial SCX-10-2 deadbolt, but that body is gone.
It's a good body, but it wasn't really for us.
So, how did you want to install these?
So, I know that I want to install the red ones in the back rear bumper, but I'm not so sure where I want to mount the white ones.
Was it in the body or?
No. I don't want them in the body. I want them on the chassis.
We can mount that.
I was thinking with the white ones, I could, like, obviously the red ones are going to be back here in the bumper mount, in these two holes. And then the white ones, I was thinking rock lights. Right there.
So we'll have to drill holes?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then, like, shoe glue and all that.
Alright,
Maybe.
yeah.
I kind of want to do the red ones first because I know that these are going back here. Yeah, and I might have to modify the light bucket because if I just have them sticking out like right there, there's a ton of space in between it and like the mount, so it like wobbles around a lot. Or I could put them in these holes, but it would be kind of harder to secure them into place. So that's why I think these holes. And we may have to modify these two light buckets for them to fit because it'd probably be a little bit more secure with these in. So yeah, that's the plan.
Alright, so let's get to working on it.
Or another option is we could cut off the white ones. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know yet. But I will need a Y harness.
And you're going to need the shoe glue as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So, start. And what's nice about these lights, guys, is all you got to do is plug them in, and then you're ready to go.
Yep.
Proline really does make it easy for you guys to install them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we got to figure out how we're gonna do this.
Let's start doing this. Hacking these up. Wonder if I could just use scissors. I doubt it, but it'd be kind of nice. Don't you have these? So if I mess up.
Yeah.
Alright.
They're at my studio, though.
Yeah, not here. That's fine. Oh yeah, you can cut them. Wow, this is actually really easy to cut. A lot better than using a Dremel.
I hate using Dremel. So frustrating. They make a mess too.
Yeah. It might be a little bit confusing on what we're trying to do, but once it's done, you guys will probably understand where we're coming from.
Alright, so we just gotta wire these up nicely.
Oh, we haven't been paying attention to comments. Red River Overlanding said that's a good looking crawler. Thanks. We like it too. 4C Perfect said nice light kit. Yeah, this light kit is actually really nice.
And it's universal, so you can pretty much use it on any crawler.
As the name entails.
With a little bit of modifications.
I feel like I should route the wire like in the frame rail.
Yeah, go ahead. But we just gotta figure out how we're gonna get it in. So
let's do the one this side first.
So are you gonna like stick these through here?
Yeah, I have to trim them up though. Here, start trimming that one so that it's like a perfect square and it could fit in. So these are going up here. Probably. That goes in. Right.
So this RC car is definitely our most scale looking rig.
And with everything added up, it's like worth the most too. The body, I think, is worth more than the TRX4 Sport brand new, which is like crazy. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
All right, so
Kane Sample is in the live stream. What's up?
All right, so you gotta figure out how to get this in.
So if you're just joining us right now, we are installing a Proline Universal Light Kit onto our Traxxas TRX4 Sport. And previously in the live stream, we were working on our Traxxas Stampede VXL, the two-wheel drive one. And we were fixing that up because it had a bent shock shaft.
All right, so that's how small I got it.
Looks like we could trim it down a little bit more. It's kind of hard to like hold it now. I know I need it. X-Acto knife.
We could. No, never mind. We can't.
What?
I was gonna say we could try to make the hole a little bigger, but
Hole a little bigger for what?
here.
It's already too big.
Yeah. Unless you just want to try to.
I don't really think this is gonna work.
Yeah.
With
I
the
think
light buckets.
we could just slip them in here.
In that spot?
Yeah. Just
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Just goop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really think this light bucket thing's gonna work. That's okay.
All right, so we're just gonna goop this up with shoe goo. A lot of shoe goo. Because they should stay in once we do that. And then we got to figure out where we're going to mount the front lights. So looking at the comments, Kane Sample said, cool, I have 6 Traxxas RC still. don't know anyone around with RCs to run with. Yeah, that's a problem that we run into a lot, actually. Not a lot of people. We gotta expand the RC community.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights are pretty cool looking. Looks like Kane Sample said, I'm in Pennsylvania. Well, at least if you have rock crawlers, there's some cool terrain there.
Yeah. Not where we live.
Smack dab in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa.
It's a lot of shugu.
Oh.
Nice.
I need more paper towels. Hold this.
All right, so this is getting a little messy, but once we're done, it should turn out good.
Here, we could just use a toothpick, or not toothpick. Hobby knife. There we go. Hold that.
Kane Sample said he has 2 summits. One of them is roof lights. Yeah, it is cool terrain. Yeah, we have a 1/16th Summit VXL.
Well, we used to.
Yeah, we used to have a 1/16th.
We converted it into an e-Revo. If you haven't seen that video, check it out.
It was fun to drive, but it broke a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We hope to get that thing running again.
Rebuild that at some point. Wipe all that off. I'll take some off of that too. Right. Sorry guys if it goes out of the camera a little bit, but this is a pretty I don't know how to explain it. Intricate process.
Yeah, this is a mess, actually. Like, a very big mess.
What if I took... Yeah, I'm going to take the bumper mount out.
That would probably make it easier.
Yeah, probably. Work smarter, not
harder.
harder.
And the shugu smells really bad.
Yeah.
If you've ever dealt with shugu before?
I have.
It reeks.
It's like... Imagine you're trapped in a room with millions of expo markers and Sharpies. And all you smell is just them. That's what shugu smells like for you. Pretty good explanation. So make sure you're in a well-ventilated area because you can get kind of sick maybe.
Looks like Kane Sample said the 1/10 brush summits are the only ones that are still stock. I haven't broken and needed to upgrade any parts. All my other VXLs have had to have been upgraded everywhere. But now they're strong and fun to bash. Yeah, actually, we've had a lot of problems with that with stock Traxxas cars. When you try to put more power through them, it just
disintegrates.
They can't handle it. So that's why we've upgraded a lot of our cars. Like when we get a brushless system, for example, this Traxxas Slash, this thing is almost 100% upgraded. Also, like our Stampede 2-wheel drive, this thing's got a lot of upgrades on it. And we also have another Slash that's not here right now that has a lot of upgrades. That also has a Valenian system in it. And then also our Stampede 4x4.
This thing is like the ultimate 1/10 scale basher. It's awesome. Out of the box, not really, but once upgraded, yes. It is awesome.
So 4C Perfect said they have an e-Revo, and that's a blast. Yeah, we actually have the 1/16th e-Revo again, and yeah, they're a blast. We've never driven a 1/10 scale one, but we'd definitely like to get our hands on one someday. Looks like Kane Sample said I put shugu under my bodies with fiberglass sheets to make them strong. Stinks messy and takes a while, but works good. That's actually not a bad idea to make your bodies a lot stronger.
Usually we just use duct tape and just like cover the inside. But yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yes, it is super fun to upgrade cars. That's why we like the hobby so much. You get to choose how you want to make your car.
How do I hold this into place?
And then we also we like driving them just as much as we like working on them.
Okay, I need to figure out how to hold this into place. There we go. You just can't make it go all the way through like you just did.
Slide it. Put a bunch of shoe glue on this light.
No, because I don't know if like it'll make it fog up
It's
or
not
something.
going to. It's not that. Just load it with shoe glue.
The light? Well, I'm not going to do the end of it. I'll just do the edges.
Yeah, we've only had one Stampede 4x4, but we have a lot. We've actually had 3 or 4 Stampede 2-wheel drives. And yeah, they're really fun.
3. My first car was a Stampede 2-wheel drive. Colin's first car was a Stampede 2-wheel drive. And I've had another Stampede 2-wheel drive after that. But right now we only have one. It's not our favorite car to drive, but it is a lot of fun. Oh my God.
Just dump the shoe glue on it. Yeah, so this is a very messy process. Load it up with shoe glue. Just load it up with shoe glue.
Oh, it stinks.
Alright, no, it's good. Let's try to stick this in there now.
Not all the way. Is that enough? Get some tape. In the box over there, get some duct tape. Oop, you always bump it.
Duct tape or masking tape?
Duct tape.
Where's the duct tape?
Yeah, masking tape. Easier to tear.
Yeah, we'll have to check out those fiberglass sheets at Home Depot. It's not a bad idea for making your body a lot more durable. We've tried loading the inside of bodies with duct tape, and that works okay, I guess.
We don't really recommend it unless you just are really bored.
So we're just gonna put this duct tape or masking tape on until the light kind of dries.
That's good.
Alright, so we'll just wait for the shoe glue to dry.
I think we need a little bit more. Yeah, we definitely need a little bit more shoe glue.
Yeah, grab the shoe glue.
There we go.
Alright, I have the Badland MK 2.8 on my Stampede 4x4.
MX?
Yeah, MX 2.8. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we actually have those. Right here. These are on our Stampede 2-wheel drive. And I believe these are mounted on the
Desperado.
Yeah, these are the Desperado. We got these about a little over a year ago, and we have had no problems with these. They definitely give us a lot of traction, and they work great. Much better than the stock ones.
He also has 17 millimeter hexes.
Oh yeah,
we've never had a problem with the 12 millimeter hexes on our Stampede 4x4. And they're still plastic, surprisingly.
Yeah, we love those tires too. We also love the Proline trenchers that we have on our Stampede 4x4.
And the Raid rims. Oh, they're so good. What was that? What do you mean? What takes the 3S? No problem.
They take the
17 millimeter
3S
hexes.
problems. So it takes the power of the 3S really, really good.
The 17 millimeter hexes.
No, tires.
Oh, okay. See, we don't even really have any 3S lipos, so we don't really have a lot of problems that other people have. But we are getting 2 3S batteries very soon, and we cannot wait to try them out on our Stampede 4x4. Do you know how the trenchers handle on 3S? Have you ever tried those tires? Cane sample? You'll just break things. Yeah. Even like some of our like bashers that are dedicated bashers, like our Stampede, our Bash Slash project, like those, like when we try to break them, they don't break. But when we're driving like our Shelf Queens that are like fully maxed out, upgraded, they break all the time. Like, what's up with that? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we mostly run 2S too. We have a couple 3S batteries, but that's mainly for our 1/16th cars. And it's blast running those things on 3S because they just fly.
And we could use them on crawlers sometimes too, but we don't really do that often.
Yeah. So we just always had 2S batteries because those are the cheaper ones, and we just loaded up on those one day, and we've just been using them since.
They're good batteries. All right, we have to let that dry.
So Kane Sample had trenchers on his E-Revo 1/10, and the tires held up, but I stripped the trenchers, mainly wheel nuts, came loose.
Well, if you keep on stripping them, Proline makes Raid rims now, so.
Yeah, that's what's nice about those Raid rims. Instead of just having to buy all new tires, just buy a little plastic piece that will just.
Or you could upgrade those wheel hexes to aluminum.
All right, yeah, you want to do the other one?
Actually, let's just wire it up. Like plug this in and stuff, because I don't really want to touch it.
So I'll open up the receiver box. That was 6S.
We don't have to.
Open up the receiver? Alright. So yeah, 6S will do that to your tires. We've never ran a car on 6S before.
Not even 4S. Not even 3S. Just 2S.
Alright, so how are we going to wire this up?
Hold this. Just make sure the wire doesn't like go crooked or anything. Just start doing this. This is why you get a receiver with more than a few channels.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have Y harnesses. I'm going to have 2 Y harnesses. I have a switch. No, make it 3 Y harnesses. It's just insane, guys. Like, yeah. So how am I going to do this? Maybe I can. I hate doing wire management, guys. But then in the end, it looks awesome.
If you yeah, so that's one of the reasons why we don't put so much power through our cars. Seeing as the problems you had with the 6S is just the other areas of the car can't find ways to hold up, and it's just not fun when it's always braking and you can't drive it. The 2S, we don't have really many problems with that because it's not that much power. It's not crazy, but it definitely is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. I just lost my train of thought. So if I unplug that's running to this light bar. Now I'll just be in the same circuit, so I need to unplug this. We just have a few wires in this RC. Oh my god, this is a wiring mess. You know what would be cool? I want to see. Okay, if any RC car company is watching this live stream, which I doubt it, I want to see a wireless electronics. That would be so cool. And they run on Bluetooth or something. That would be awesome. If someone could do that, sponsor us. We would love to test those out.
Just fixing the camera real quick. It looks a little better now than it did before. All right, are you almost done wiring that up so we can get to going on the second one?
There we go. All right, got that plugged in. All right, so there's the Y harness. On one end of the Y harness, we have our 2-inch light bar from the front bumper plugged in, and we have the lights from the light kit that we're installing on the other one. And we want those on the same circuit because all those lights are going to be on the chassis. And then we have another Y harness attached to that Y harness that is going to this switch right here. And this switch powers the lights from the body with this port. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, but it definitely works. Now I just have to do some wire management.
Yeah, I know. Neat wires is the most important thing for me. Just if it doesn't have neat wires, it just drives me insane.
Actually, I'm not going to use this Y harness. I'm going to use the Y harness that I have for the lights on the body. And I'm going to use this one for the body. So this is our body for our TRX4 Sport. And we have the lights running on this plug right here. And since this Y harness is a lot smaller, we are going to take it out. If I could get it, there we go. We're going to take it out of here. And we're going to use this one on the chassis. And we are going to use this one right here. So we don't have a rat's nest going on.
Here, hand me that Shigu. I could start Shiguing up this other one.
Just make sure you can't see it through the holes. It's the hardest part. Spectrum should be able to figure that out. Yeah, probably. If someone could do that, that would be really cool.
Someday. I can't imagine the price though.
Yeah, probably $600 for an ESC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Talk about innovation.
Seriously. So it doesn't look pretty, but we do have the rear lights in. Just gotta wait for that Shigu to dry a little bit more. And then we should be able to just hop back in the car. So we're done with that. Oh, now we just gotta wire everything up and then do the front ones.
Go get a battery. Let's see if this thing works.
All right.
Make sure there's no loose connections and everything.
So these are the Florian 2F packs that we mostly run. 6,200 milliamp hours, and they're cheap and they work really good.
Let me tell you, you did a great job doing this.
Yeah, most things are priced ridiculously high. You want a decent motor and ESC combo, it's $200. That's just as much as a
Stampede
brush. As much as a normal Traxxas Stampede brush.
Arma Granite, seriously.
That's the one downside about this hobby is
it's expensive.
It's just really expensive.
You put the cap back on.
Yeah, so these lipos are sold in packs of 2, so that's pretty cool. And
or you can get them in singles.
Yeah, it's only $50 for 2 batteries, I think, and that's really a price
compared to like Traxxas lipos for like $70 for one.
And they are hard case, so definitely hold up to some abuse.
But Traxxas lipos, we've had amazing luck with them. Like a few months ago, all of my personal lipos, not Colin's, like all of my Traxxas lipos, 3 of the 4 went out at like the same time. And I've had those batteries for like 2 or 4 years. It's insane how long those lasted.
Yeah, so the VXLs, for example, those are very expensive, $140. That's why when we mostly get our VXL systems, we have 4 of them. We usually trade in our brushed systems at our local hobby shop, and they usually give us like $30 to $40 off, so that's really nice. So you can definitely check into your hobby shop and see if they'll do that, but we know ours does.
It's called the like trade up program or something. It's definitely useful.
And the VXLs just deliver so much more fun.
It's not the best system that you could get.
No.
If you want to get like a really high end system, we would recommend like a Hobby Wing or a Castle, something like that. But it's a really good system. We've never even personally tried out Hobby Wing or Castle, but we're planning to get a Castle Sidewinder 4 for one of our slashes in the future. We don't really know if it's going to happen anytime soon, but we would like to have one just to test it out. All right, now I have to wait for all that to dry.
Yep.
There's the rear bumper mount with the lights drying in the shoe goo. And the tape is just holding them in place while they dry.
So it looks like 4C Perfect commented, I have the Hobby Wing Axe for my VS410. It is really nice, definitely better than the brushed. Yeah, the Hobby Wing Axe, we've heard about that. It's a little pricey. I think it's around $200, but we definitely want to try that out someday. We were actually considering getting it for the sport. So,
and what I really like about it is that like when you come up to an obstacle, like you don't feel it really, which some people don't really like that because the axe adds torque as like needed. So for example, if we have this stock system into our TRX4 Sport, and let's say we are climbing up a tree trunk that's laying down or something, and we feel it, and we have to apply a little bit more power on the trigger to get it to actually move. But with the axe, you don't have to move the trigger anymore. So like you just keep your trigger there, and it adds torque to get you over the obstacle, which is really nice. And I think that would be really useful for making videos because then the car is like so much more smooth.
yeah, so Kane Sample, what do you mean by you had one in your SR two-wheel drive? Was it a Castle? What kind of Castle? We've always been interested in the Castle systems. They're just a little bit more pricey than the VXLs, and the VXLs are just dropping. So that's why we've already always gone with the VXLs, but we definitely want to try out a Castle someday.
Kane Sample said he had the Mama Max ESC with the fan and a 4-pole 100,000 RPM Castle motor. That sounds like a really powerful system, but to him it's just as powerful as the VXL system.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to try out one of these days. All right, so Josh.
He said he preferred the VXL just because of the customer support.
Yeah, Traxxas customer support is really well. We have had a lot of luck with their customer support, especially with batteries. All right, so how are we gonna mount this up? And then you got this all wired up.
Yeah.
The shoe is probably dry by now, would you say?
On this side it is. On this side it's not.
All right, so you can just take that off.
You can take this side out. I'm gonna leave it in actually. Just for some reinforcement.
So we're thinking about new tires for our Axial SCX-10 too. Well, actually, I guess it's a Vanquish now, as someone said in the comments, a Vanquish VSCX-10 too. But we want to hear from you guys. What kind of tires do you think we should use? Because we're debating between Proline, maybe RC four-wheel drive. We're definitely gonna go with some dual stage foams, but we just don't know which tires we want.
And we're using the same Proline Impulse bead locks. We really like those rims. And they're really cheap too. Kane Sample said, it takes a while, but I've shipped ESD batteries and motors over the years, and they always help you out. Okay, so he's talking about the Traxxas customer support. Yeah, we've had a lot of luck with them. Usually, if you have a problem with your RC car, you call them, and usually they'll send you new stuff if it's still under warranty.
Looks like 4C Perfect said go with the RC four-wheel drive Goodyear Wrangler MTRs, and he's got them on his VS410. Yeah, we were actually considering those tires. They look really cool, and the only thing is we've never tried out RC four-wheel drive tires, so we're not really 100% sure on the quality of those. Or I'm sure they're great quality because it's RC four-wheel drive, but yeah, just never tried out RC four-wheel drive tires before.
Proline is usually our go-to brand. Proline makes some awesome stuff.
So I think we're almost. No, we still have the front lights scratched out.
And we have to do some wire management.
Yeah. All right, so I think we could probably take the tape off now. Josh, I'll take the tape off.
I'm going to do this side. I don't want to touch that side just yet.
Right.
Obviously, it's not 100%, but if it's like enough to keep it in place while we're working, then that's good. Probably take like a day or two for it to cure all the way.
I mean, or you could just leave them in there and we could just work around it.
The tape?
Yeah, do you want to just do that?
Yes.
All right, so we'll have to wire all this up. So
Let's
like
do
that.
the wire management last.
All right.
Yeah, just so we don't do anything to the lights.
Slide it through here, though.
You think rock lights? Guys, what do you think? Should we use the white lights from the light kit and put them in the inner fenders that we have up front? Or, yeah, it's really the only option. We would probably do that and, at some point get rock lights for the back. Maybe, we would run them into the fenders and then, put a piece of tape on them so that they're not actually shining light, but they're still on. So that once we get rock lights for the back, then we could have a full set of rock lights. Maybe. I don't know. I know I want rock lights, though.
So we have run into a little issue.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So the issue that we're having is this light right here is missing the black wire, and then this right here, the red wire, is just kind of floating around, but there's not another black wire.
Is there supposed to be a black wire?
I would assume so. Positive, negative.
Here, let's plug the battery in and see. I just temporarily put the red wire on. Grab the remote. Got one.
Hand me the remote. Thanks. And where's the thing for the lights? I need to plug them in. Are they in? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it still works. All right, fixed it. Oh. Yeah, so that's kind of weird, but still does work. It's just as bright as the other one. Wow, it's bright. I'll show you. It wasn't Inferno. Oh wow, it's going everywhere. Don't stick them all the way out, just because like they'll get beat up on the rocks. There we go. That should be good. All right, so we're gonna figure out what to do with these front lights. And I think we're done for today's live stream because we want to figure this out, what we want to do, if we want to do rock lights or what. But you'll definitely see that in the next TRX4 Sport upgrade series. But yeah, there's the rear lights. Those look pretty cool. We just gotta wait for the Shugo to dry up a little.
Yep.
But that's it for this live stream. Just a quick question and answer. We did some work on our TRX4 and also our Stampede. So we hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you did, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time on Tracks RC.